Hey guys, how's it going? So, let's talk a little bit more about this. I have a bit of a prediction coming up for Friday. I think Hasan and Ethan, one of two things is going to happen. Either they're not going to do the leftovers, or they're going to have a big blowout on the leftovers coming up Friday. I almost thought that maybe they would just gloss over the subject and not talk about it with each other, but I don't think that's going to be possible. I don't think one of them will be able to keep their mouth shut on this. And I think they'll get into a big argument. They are so on opposite ends. And we're going to watch this clip. Now, I want to give you guys a big heads up. This is two separate clips edited together. Note that YouTube progress bar at the bottom of Ethan Klein's clips, which is not present in Hasan Piker's clips. These two clips, I find it entertaining that they were edited together. I can use this for educational purposes for you guys. But keep in mind, they are not debating each other. Okay? This is a misleading video. Now, I can take this misleading video and make it very educational to show you both of their stances. But I do want you all to know that it is not in the context that is here. Okay? So I will have to give you guys the context of, obviously, Hasan is on, Hamas's side. And Ethan Klein is clearly on Israel's side. And it's really funny because Aiden Paladin, I was just talking to her, and she's like, it's funny that it wasn't that long ago that Ethan Klein was sitting there calling Ben Shapiro a bad guy from World War II. But now they're all so perfectly aligned on this. They agree on every single aspect. It's crazy to me to see Ethan. He always comes back to his true colors, which is obviously thinking like, well, more of a centrist. He's a left-wing shill. He's not really left-wing at all, though. And that's the thing. A lot of people have argued with me last time and go, dude, he is so far left-wing. No, he's left-wing for money. Okay? This is what's funny. Guess what? Hasan Piker is also a centrist in reality. Or even, I don't even think he's political in reality. I actually don't think he gives a crap. But one thing's for sure. Little socialist Hasan Piker is 100% capitalist. And you can see that. And that's what's... I find it so funny because the only people that can actually legitimately fall for someone like this would be a leftist. Oh, but he's speaking the good word of communism. And it's just like, dude, that's like saying literally the super mega millionaire that... What was his name? The farting preacher guy, or even the other preacher that just rakes in all the cash, buys multi-million-dollar mansions, and then, is like, oh, I'm just spreading the word of God. No, he's not. He's not doing that. It's hilariously stupid. So, anyway, at the end of the day, guys, keep in mind, these people are grifters. Ethan Klein, I can't respect how he's become so much of a grifter. He knows better than this. Now, all my points that are coming up in the video, I'll talk about my previous videos of Ben Shapiro and stuff after this. Let's watch this clip.
That means 25% of their targets were civilians, okay?
Did you not just see that they killed 700 people?
But it doesn't matter because they're not a fucking real military. They're disorganized. And of course, there were people who did some fucked up ass shit. And civilians died as a consequence of that too.
It's war. Innocent people die. All right, so let's bring the Iraqis out, Iraqi terrorist group to your neighborhood. And see if you care if people murder everyone you love.
Of course they did that. And that is completely fucked up.
Think about what they're saying when immediately after a terrorist attack, people are saying, I support Palestine. And what they don't mean Palestine, they mean Hamas.
The targets that they fucking killed, they're military. That's according to the Israeli numbers.
Or even more than Israelis, perhaps, deserve to be burned alive by terrorists.
Like, bro, do you know what life is like? Have you read a book? Have you, watched anything that isn't, pure Zionist copium propaganda?
In fact, why don't you just make it easier?Hy don't you just fly to ISIS and do them a favor and just let them,
Anyway, so we don't have to say that last part because that may be a little much for YouTube. But yeah, essentially he's, telling people that they deserve to be burned alive, whatnot, if they take that stance. It's completely ridiculous. I had so many people sitting here telling me that I was wrong for my stance. Guys, the stance I have given you, and I know this is going to be hard to understand for a lot of people because a lot of people have been blinded by this whole thing. But I'm going to tell you flat out, okay? I've taken the American stance. I've taken the stance that our forefathers would have had. Guess what? I don't give a crap that you all seem to think, well, guess what? The people of Palestine that are innocent, that aren't actually participating in the war, they support the fall of Israel. And they're allowed to support whatever they want to support. They're allowed to have their ideology. That's ridiculous. That's such a stupid argument. Guess what, guys? Bad guys from World War II are allowed to be here in the United States. Guess what else? Communists. They're allowed to be here in the United States. That's what our forefathers stood for, is that people could have differing ideologies. What they didn't stand for was people having authoritarian, not necessarily authoritarian beliefs, but imposing their beliefs onto others. That's an issue. We're supposed to stop people from imposing their ideology. People having an ideology is different. So you can sit there and say, well, I don't sympathize with people getting blown up because they clearly like Hamas in Palestine. Okay, no, that's wrong. You're wrong. You're dead wrong. I don't care that they support it or not. I don't care that they have an ideology for it. I don't want people dead because they have ideology. That's not right. That's a very anti-American sentiment. Okay? In other words, you're thinking from such a genocidal point of view, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't care that they have different ideology. Genocide them all. That is, it's not something Americans do. That's not modern day American ideology. That's not the ideology of our forefathers. We don't genocide people because they think differently. That's why I want to stay out of it. I don't want to help Israel, and I don't want to help Palestine. I don't want to be involved. I don't want America to be involved. And the reason being is because it's two warring ideologies fighting each other. In America, we've solved that problem. We don't allow ideologies to fight each other. At least we're not supposed to. We've been having a lot of issues with it, that a certain ideology from the left has been taken over places of government and oppressing ideology, centrist and on the right. That's a problem. We don't like that. We find that to be oppressive. So if we don't like that happening to us, maybe we shouldn't be doing it to other people as well. That's kind of the point. Don't do to others what they would do to you, or what they do to you, something like that, or treat others the way that you would want to be treated. Ring a bell? This is ridiculous. So somebody even commented, they're like, well, clearly you haven't been punched in the mouth because that's what happened to Israel, right? Israel got hit, so they were hit back. No, let me give you a little bit more of a take. Someone runs up and punches my kid in the mouth. So I turn around and I punch their kid in the mouth. That's what Israel and Palestine are doing. Is that something you're okay with? Well, you punched my kid in the mouth, so I'm going to punch you in the mouth. No, you know what happens if someone hits my kid? I can't say it on YouTube, but I would take care of the person who did the action. See, Israel had an opportunity when these people broke in and started going after all these areas, that Israel could have attacked those areas. But they didn't, did they? Nah. When these guys came in and attacked Israel, they went right after Palestine. They went right after the people. And the fact that people support that shows me just how blind they are. I've lost a lot of subscribers over it, and guess what? I don't care. Leave. I don't give a crap. I don't want authoritarian people following me anyway. I don't want people who are going to support that on this channel. I could give a rat's ass. I really don't care. The fact of the matter is if you all want somebody who's going to shill out and who's going to lie to you, go follow them on YouTube. I'm not going to sacrifice my principles by any means to have a paycheck from YouTube and to have a nice built-up platform. I don't care. I'm not selling out for that. And if you all don't respect that, good, get out. Call my bluff on it. See if I care. Take me down to 500 subscribers or something. I don't care. Get lost. You're not going to change my mind. I'm not selling out. So go for it. If y'all want some popular YouTuber like Ethan Klein, y'all want somebody else like, I don't know, go watch Tim Pool or go watch Ben Shapiro. Go watch somebody who's literally got no spine anymore. I mean, seriously, Tim Pool, he won't even talk crap about Twitter by any means. You all see what I got banned for on Twitter? Did y'all see that? My let me show you on my Twitter account. Let's see here. I share it with a couple people, and they obviously don't care because they're not going to say anything negative about Twitter at all because they've been bought out. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's see if I can find exactly what I got banned for. Because it's insane. It was on a Ricky Berwick video. I made a joke. This will take me just a second. Promise I'll find it. Actually, this guy replies to it. Here we go. Wait. Oh, no. That's not it. This was after. So I'm in the right area. It should be right here. So, Ricky Berwick makes a video where he knocks out this girl and takes her to a con or whatever. And I said, good. Now break her legs and she can never leave with a winky face. And when they did this at first, I was like, okay, no problem. I'll just appeal. It'll be fine. They'll see that it's a joke. Thank you for your patience as we reviewed your appeal. Our support team has determined that a violation did take place. And I was like, oh, okay, well, can't blame AI on that. I can understand AI flagging it, putting me down for about 24 hours, and then they fix the problem. No, this is how Twitter's run. This is exactly what Tim Pool was complaining about specifically. This is exactly what he was complaining about when Jack Dorsey was running Twitter. Now, Elon's bought it out. Elon has given Tim Pool a paycheck. And you all decide, hey, you know what? He says things I like, though. I'm going to go follow him. Well, guys, you know what? That's who y'all want to go follow. If people like this is who y'all want to go follow, go. By all means, stay in the dark. But I'm not going to sell out my principles. I'm not going to grow my YouTube channel here just to satisfy y'all's egos. I don't care. I really genuinely don't. Anyway, guys, for the ones who are sticking around and all that, I don't mean to, make it feel like I'm chewing you out or anything. Whoops, that's Hayden's live. Anyway, go follow Broken Crown, guys. Why not? It's Aiden Paladin and Spoon. They're really, really, really good. They're fun to listen to. And so y'all should go follow them. They're great. Absolutely love those guys. So anyway, at the end of the day, and yeah, I mean, here we go. Yeah, there's that Yakov guy, but his tweet got deleted, I guess. Seems like a normal take where he's talking about, he's very pro-Israel, talking about just blow up all the schools and blow up all the children's hospitals in Palestine. You know what I mean? I mean, seriously, that's what he's calling for. That's what a lot of people are calling for. And then I have people on here in my YouTube channel sitting here telling me in my comment section that I'm dead wrong. Ethan's taken up that stance, and it's like, dude, you've completely lost the left. You've just went full right wing, according to the left anyway. And I'm watching this, and I'm like, man, I can't wait to see Hasan. Honestly, I'm just going to have a good time. See if Hasan and Ethan absolutely just chew each other out. Maybe I'll do a live stream over and have some beers. I don't know. I don't know yet. One way or the other, I'm going to have some fun with it because that's what the point of my channel, for the most part. Not just having fun, but also this channel was only about me ranting. It was silly of me to really even try to make this channel into anything. I give it a shot. This channel isn't probably going to be anything. More than likely, it's not. And I don't care. I've got other projects I'm working on. So, at the end of the day, I'm going to keep this around to rant, but I'm not going to try and just satisfy people. I've told you all what I thought about this, and I've given the most American possible view I can on this subject. If y'all have a problem with it, I just don't care. I really don't. So anyway, yeah, guys, we'll see this Friday. I'm making a prediction here. I thought it was really funny to see Ethan take one side and Hasan be so far on the other side on a very, very violent topic where I think Hasan and Ethan are going to literally split apart here. I don't think they're going to make it through this. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, we'll see what happens, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all here in the next one. Later.